Hello everybody and welcome back to Terraria. My name is TStrat. In the last episode, we were doing a lot of this. Fishing off camera, just getting all the quests from the angler done. Right now I'm just kind of I'm grabbing some demonic hellfish. I'm trying to grab them in batches of 5. You'd actually be surprised how often the angler like sends you to go somewhere and then like 2 days later he asks you for the same fish. So I usually just try to grab a few of them at a time to stock up on. So the way that I do that is if you open your piggy bank, you can actually put multiple hellfish in there. And you can kind of store it that way. So usually I get 5 in the piggy bank and then 1 in my inventory. This is exactly what I like to see. Let's also... Gosh, I didn't drop off any loot after last episode, after we got the Night's Edge. So after I got the 5 in the pig and the 2, 5, and then the 1 in my inventory, I usually go back to the ocean pylon and I go drop it off. Here we go, oh, man! And he gave us the golden fishing rod. This is a 50% fishing power rod. It's 20 more than our fiberglass fishing pole. Excellent. Wow, awesome. Glad that was on camera. That was really cool. As you can see, I've been getting loads of stuff from him. And what I'm really looking for is I wanted to finish up some of the tools. So today in this episode, as I promised, we're gonna do the arena. We're gonna set up the arena for the fight. Or at least we're gonna get prepared. We're gonna get all the items we want for the Wall of Flesh fight. We're gonna get that all ready to go. But the other thing that I'm trying to do before we get into hard mode, where it's going to be a little bit more difficult to get these things, I want to complete the cell phone. So the cell phone, let's go to the guide real quick because he'll let us know exactly what we need for it. To drop some stuff off. So here's one of the pieces. So to make the cell phone, or the PDA, PDA is the first part. We need a GPS, a fish finder, the goblin tech, and the rec 3000. So I actually have the hard goblin tech and I believe the GPS, or at least I'm close on the GPS. So all of these pieces are going to be part of this PDA. Now, I'm going to collect all those pieces. So there's just a couple more things I need. So let's take a look here. So I have the goblin tech is the only one that I actually have done, like completed. This one requires a compass, the depth meter, the watching the compass. The hard radar, I believe, requires a tally. And then the weather stuff, this is the tricky part. I have to get it from the angler. He gives the weather radio and things like that. So just from angler quests, I'm going to keep doing those until I get the rest of these pieces. One thing that I have been doing though is I have been trying to have it in my inventory to see if that like prompts the angler to give me the other pieces. Because he gave me 2 weather radios and I didn't like that. The other thing that I can do is I actually did get a couple of these pieces from the angler. I have the pocket guide, the fishing line, and the earring here. And I believe, unless I'm missing something, I know these combine up into something. Let's see. I might be thinking of the wrong thing here. Oh, sorry. This is part of the fish finder. So wait, do I actually have all the pieces? I thought I had a sextant point. Let me see. I might just be crazy. Do I have a sextant? I do. So I actually do have the pieces of the fish finder then. That's awesome. That saves me some time. Menacing too, that's funny. It's funny because we're not going to be using it, but that's alright. Alright, so I just need the tally and the compass. Those are mob drops. I can go farm for them. What was the other thing though? I have this this earring and this fishing line, and I know that they make something. Ah, yes, I need the tackle box to make the angler tackle bag. It just combines these three things. These are really good. It's got, you know, obviously increased fishing power just means we're gonna get more lucky. We're gonna have better drops. Um, we're able to fish in better areas as well. But the big one is this fishing line. Lines just don't break, which is a huge deal. Your line breaks, it's really annoying. We don't like that. So, with that, this loadout is just my like fishing and mining loadout because I have the accessories on to do both of those things. So with that, I'm going to continue the grind, and I'm going to start by making that arena in the caverns I was talking about in the previous episode. That'll help me get the compass. I'm going to go back to the dungeon, look for the tally. Once I get those pieces, I'll have the cell phone complete, and then I'm just going to build the arena. And that's the agenda for this episode. All right, let's get to it. You know, I keep wondering, like, where the heck does all my money go? It just keeps disappearing on me, and I don't really know why. It's almost like I've sold my soul to a certain NPC in order to keep digging out these crazy, crazy tunnels. Nah, that can't be it. Alright, well anyway, I'm digging out a hole. Pretty good size. I'm going to get the right dimensions for it as well. The idea here is that I'm going to basically control the spawns that happen in this chamber. So what I need to do is I need to make sure that nothing is spawning except what I want inside. I'm going to basically eliminate all of the places that things could spawn outside of here. I'm going to probably use either water or sand or something like that to fill in gaps so they cannot spawn. And then I'm going to build an arena so that we can start farming some enemies. It'll be pretty good. I am using a guide for this. There's a couple guides on YouTube. They have the exact measurements. You could also look it up on the wiki. They have the exact like measurements for the spawning layouts and things like that. And what I'm essentially going to do is build platforms, you know, for enemies to spawn on. And then I'm going to build a little box where I can kind of go AFK and just let the mobs kind of kill themselves near me. All right, let's get to it. All right, so I'm only slightly dumb. I completely neglected to remember that I'm supposed to build this in the cavern layer. And I've said it a bunch of times, but silly me, I ended up building it in the underground layer, which is you don't want to do. So if you look, I am actually in the caverns layer now. You can actually see, let me zoom back in. I'm kind of zoomed out for this so I can see what I'm doing, but let me zoom back in for you here. You can actually see that there's a distinct wall difference here. And if you're not sure about it, you should put on a depth meter, which I did. I totally forgot about it. And there we go. We're in the caverns. So you want to be firmly in the caverns layer. This is going to be the top of my farm. I am going 168 blocks this way. So what I've done is I actually got some brick blocks that are not going to be affected by corruption or crimson or anything like that. And I'm just going across, and I basically just grabbed 168 like that, put it into this slot. And I'm just going to go until I'm out of bricks this way. And that'll be how tall my farm is. Then I'm going to go down 99 blocks so that the center of it is going to be the middle of the farm where I build everything. So I'm going to keep doing this and I will see you when this is now a big hole that I can start building in. All right, progress update. I have cleared out about half of the space that I need to, so you can get an idea of how big this is. Here, I'm just gonna float around. And on the map, here's where we got. So I have marked out about halfway. Should probably double check that. It's hard to tell in this view whether that's actually right. I did mark it out, but I could be off by 1 or 2 blocks, so I do want to double check before I go crazy side with that. But you can actually see my flight paths here. It's kind of funny as I'm searching for blocks. But I've cleared out this whole area. I'm going to clear out this bottom section here, and then we should be good to go. All right. And also to check this to make sure it's the correct height and everything, I am going to use the not the mechanical ruler, sorry, the ruler option. So the idea being that I need to go down. It's 99 total. I need to go down to 40. Oh, I did do it wrong. So it would be. It's 99 divided by 2 would be 48-ish. 48-ish. I think I went down to 45, and that's probably why I'm off. I was thinking 90. So what I would typically do is I would start at the top, use the ruler going down, and then I'd mark 20 blocks, kind of like this. So like 20. There's 20 blocks. And I can mark it with the little torch, and that'll just let me know I'm on track. All right, I will see you guys in the next update. We should be pretty much fully cleared out by that time. All right, so the traveling merchant just arrived, and he actually sold me the last piece of the set for building materials. So I was able to craft the Bleeding Architect Gizmo Pack, which increases my block and wall placement speed, the range of placements and tools by 3, and I can automatically paint or coat placed objects, which is pretty cool. Additionally, this in 1.4.4 has a new item attached to it, the Hand of Creation, which includes the chisel, which is my mining speed, a treasure magnet to increase pickup range, and the stool for higher reach. So let's combine all of these together into the Hand of Creation. I got a little step stool to reach things a little higher. My mining speed's up. Let's see the place range. So normally you can place objects about 6 high, so I should be able to go 3 higher. So that's the normal height, and then you go. All right, I can add more than that, and then I can go up even further. Look at that. That's how high I can get without anything else helping me out. Also, as far as placement speed goes, yeah, it's pretty quick. And I get to keep that 25% mining as well. Beautiful. The other thing that I've been meaning to do, keep forgetting to do it, and I went and got like a bunch of jungle spores just for this, is that I want to craft a void bag. Void bag here, 15. So 30 tissue samples, bone, and thing. All right, where did I put my bone? I think I put it here. Here we go. Bone. We got tissue samples, and where do I craft it? Is it? Don't tell me it's a demon altar thing. Oh, it is. All right, I'm gonna make a vault and a bag, so I'll go and do that. Just to have them around here. It's extra storage. Basically, anything that I can't hold in my inventory is gonna go to the void bag, and then I can organize a little bit better. As you can see, I'm already just overloaded with things that I don't want to really drop, but I also don't really need in my inventory. I've also collected some lava, and I've collected a few underworld baits, so that'll allow me to fish in lava. I'm going to fish up some stuff. I'm looking for a few things like the if I can get a lava charm, that would be cool, but I can also get some of the fish from there. And so I'm just going to try to fish in some lava and get some stuff. All right. Alrighty, so with that, the AFK farm is in place. So you can see here, for those of you who haven't seen the AFK farm before, the idea here is that I could just sit here, not move, and all the enemies are going to slowly come to me. And because I disabled all of the spawns all around me, they're going to be forced to spawn on these platforms that just go towards this funneled pyramid shape. And so they're going to run up here, they're going to fall in, the lava's going to kill them. I'm going to collect all their loot. You can see I can collect it from just sitting below and just grabbing it a little bit, right? So some little things to note about the farm. I have a lava trap up here above. You can kind of see it. That is because the cave bats are kind of annoying because they'll come and they'll like touch the lava and then they'll fly away. This kind of catches some of those to just get them out of the farm so that the rest of it can spawn in. Let's see what happens when this cave bat comes in. Actually, he just died instantly, but some of them live, and that's why I have that up there. The other thing to note is on the left here, I have some mud blocks that are slowly turning into jungle grass. And at 140 blocks, once that's all in place, that'll create a artificial jungle biome. Jungle enemies won't spawn because I don't have a platform for them to spawn on, but it will increase the spawn rate of enemies because that's one thing that the jungle does. Last little thing that I want to do here is just let me get a little platform. Just gonna put it right there. I'm just gonna get a water candle. Water candles also increase the spawn rate of enemies, so this should also enhance the farm up. Now, while I was doing all of this, and while I was setting things up, moving things around, I actually did manage to get, I think it's in my void bag. I did manage to get a compass. So that's one of the items that I've been looking for. And this is all just stuff that I, dropped and picked up and things like that. So the void bag is doing its job. It's just collecting things that I don't want to hang into my inventory, and it's just dropping them in here so I can look at them later, like silt blocks, for example. Very good stuff. So this is the AFK farm, and I really wanted to set it up now because again, when we get to the next phase, when we get to hard mode, it would be so much harder to set it up when the enemies are stronger. So just something to do. I also set up a little dart trap timer that just kind of hits things. That's going to be mostly used later. That's not as useful right now, but it will be very useful later. So anyway, I have that, and that's good for the farm there. So the next stage is just to go and get oh, look at there's Tom. Can I get in there? I need to make some way to get in here a little bit easier. I just kind of have a side door. But Tom, I want to see what you're selling. He probably doesn't have anything really great for me, but let's see what he's got. Wanda sparking. He's got the counterweights. Yeah, nothing crazy from Tom today. But with that, I think I'm going to start working on the elevator, or not the elevator. I'm gonna get all the items ready for the wall of flesh. right. So, just to show it off, I recorded this, but apparently I lost that recording of it. I just want to show the upgrade path for the TerraSpark boots. So you guys saw me fishing up all of those crates for the water walking boots. I obtained an obsidian rose by killing imps in the underworld, so that was just a mob drop. The lava charm was also equally hard. You can find it in chests, just like you can find the water walking boots in ocean chests. You can find this one in chests in the cavern and underworld layer, but I was unlucky. I ended up fishing this in obsidian crates in lava. That was kind of annoying. And then the obsidian skull from obsidian. You just mine obsidian and craft it up, just like we did for the shield. So with all of these and the frostbark boots, we can craft a few items. So you can choose which one you want. It doesn't really matter. You can go with the water walking boots or the charms or whatever. All of these will build into the same thing. They all use some piece of this connecting puzzle. So let's just make the obsidian water walking boots. The rest of them, the rose, the charm, and the boots, can make the lava waders, waders. The lava waders, I think it is. I always say this wrong. But we can make that, and then with the frostbark and the lava waders combined, we can have the TerraSpark boots. Ooh, warding. Very nice. These are actually pretty expensive to upgrade. So actually, let me show you. If I go to the I go to my little goblin over here, the reforge for the TerraSpark boots is actually quite expensive. 36 gold for it. With all these items that are, like even the Knight's Edge, for example. Actually, this one's not that bad. I should upgrade this. I got a decent amount of gold now. Demonic, not bad. Go for something in that same range. I'm looking at the number here to see what I got. So there's demonic again. Here we go. Legendary, perfect. That was about 20 gold to reforge this. Ooh, look at it go. A little bigger, a little bigger. All right. But as you get items and you build them into more things, they get more expensive to reforge. So I'm wondering, for instance, if I upgraded like the Hand of Creation, that's another pretty expensive reforge as well. So you gotta be a little careful with that. This doesn't matter as much as my alternate loadout, where I just have like my angler stuff, and then I have my mining stuff. With all the mining equipment, by the way, I am ridiculously fast at mining. Check this out. Ready? So no, I'm not using the mining potion right now. I'm just my normal layout. That's how fast it is. Let's put on the mining potion and just see how crazy this gets. Ready? That is nuts. All right, so with all of that, that is the TerraSpark boots. I already have another pair here, and the big thing about that is that if we go to the underworld, TerraSpark allows us to walk on lava, which will basically negate the need to build a runway. The other thing that I have that I could also use is I do have this lava shark pet or mount that I found from again from fishing and things like that. And what this mount lets me do is actually swim in lava without getting damaged. And look how fast this thing is. It is insanely fast. We can go all the way under. It's actually just kind of fun in the lava lake. With a lava lake this big, this mount actually is like not a joke. It's actually really, really good. So we might use this as well, because I think I can I shoot? I can't shoot that, but I think, can I do water bolts? So it is limiting on what I can shoot magic wise. So I might have to test that a little bit, but this is the idea, is we're probably just going to be running on this. I'll probably carry some obsidian skin potions in case I dip in, but I do get a couple of seconds of lava immunity as well with the TerraSpark boots. So all in all, very, very exciting, very good stuff, and I can, you know, fit on different accessories to kind of pack it all in there. So Terra Spark Boots, very good, very exciting to have that. And at this point, I'm pretty much in the end game here. I'm looking for just a few things to kind of do before the end. And I recorded a bunch of them, but unfortunately, I think the recording just didn't go through, didn't get recorded. So what I want to show you is just a couple of things that I've uncovered. The main one is actually over here. So I was just digging around. This is like, I went nuts trying to find a lava charm. I seriously looked for it in chests. And I just was not lucky. I was finding a lot of like Band of Regenerations and things like that, a lot of Hermes boots. And at one point when I was digging and I was just looking around, going through all of this, I decided to go on this minecart and eventually just randomly was digging around. And I uncovered, where is it? This zone here. And wait for it. So you can see it on the mini map, but this is really cool. Look at this. So this is one of the new biomes. It's called I think it's like the Aether biome or something like that. And this is a very cool thing. This is Shimmer. So in Shimmer, like you can throw things in it and it does stuff to them. Some things happen, some things don't. But one thing that's really cool, look at this. It turned it into a dirt block. So you can throw things in and it actually can change the composition of it, which is very cool. Let's just try some things. I know that like one thing I wanted to do was throw in a oh god, there's enemies turn invisible, which is kind of annoying. One thing that's very cool is if you take a life crystal and throw it in there, it becomes a vital crystal, which it permanently increases life regeneration. So I'm actually gonna acquire a bunch of them that do those kinds of things, and I'll come back in just a second to show you all of those, so you see that I'm using them and all of that good stuff. So give me a second to collect all of those. I'm using the Terraria wiki just to like figure out what certain things I want to grab from here. There's a lot of things that boost stats permanently, so I want to grab all those. All right, see you in a second. I'm sorry about this, but it has to be done. Oh my gosh, just die. Ah! Okay, maybe this will be harder than I thought. Alright. What I'm trying to do is get the traveling merchant to give up his prized hat. You know what? It's probably easier if I just I didn't want to do this up there, but I do have a bottomless lava bucket. This will probably do the trick, right? That. Yeah. There we go. I just wanted the peddler's hat. We can also, well, let's say we can clean up the lava. We can. Actually, I don't know if we can soak up lava. Interesting. Okay. Well, we got the peddler's hat. That was just one of the items that I wanted to grab for the shimmer. Hang on 1 second. There's gotta be a way to clean up the lava, right? Because the sponge is for water. Ultra absorbent. So there's a lava sponge and a honey sponge. I'll have to figure out how to get those. Maybe we can combine them to an ultra absorbent sponge. That'd be pretty cool. All right. I think with that, we have all the things I wanted to grab. So let me just real quick stash everything. All right, this gives you a better idea of what I'm looking at. So I'm looking at these pieces here, and we're gonna head back to the shimmer real quick and convert these into fun items that we can then use, and they will permanently increase our stats for different various things. Not by a whole lot, but you know, every little bit, right? That's the idea. You might as well do it if you have them. And they're not super hard to get. Wow, 600 blue slimes already. Nice. Oh, I think did I overshoot? Find out in a second. I do need to also figure out how to get the, I know you can like use something to scrape off the moss from the sides of here as well. So maybe something to do, but that looks pretty cool. All right, let's switch to build mode, dig faster. We just want to get in here. Awesome. I'm gonna make like a chute that goes all the way in, just to get in here a little bit more readily. But let's start tossing some stuff in here. So the first thing is you toss some arrows in here. It's gonna convert it to the shimmer arrows. And one thing to also note is that things that normally would bounce or fall go the opposite way in the shimmer. So, you know, this will bounce up off of it. Stars that fall into shimmer will bounce upwards. If I fall into the shimmer, I actually become insubstantial, meaning I can't actually be hit or move or do anything, and I'll actually fall through the world, which is not good. You can see I've already done it a couple times based on this map, right? You can see here, kind of falling through a few times. I was testing some things out. I didn't really look up a lot before. I was just kind of experimenting with it, just to see what's around. I can walk on it though with my TerraSpark boots, which is really nice. We can also grab some of these guys, although these can be a little hard to grab. They do fly away pretty quick. But let's dump some of these items in. So let's do arrows. Toss those in there. And they've become shimmer arrows. Awesome. The shimmer arrows, where did they go? Here they are. They fall upward. So when we shoot them, instead of having the normal downward trajectory, they will fly upward. And I'll show that in a bit. Let's see. We got a mana star. Is this going to change? There we go. Arcane crystal. Very similar to the heart. This is going to increase mana regen instead of health regen. The peddler's hat becomes the peddler's satchel. This is going to increase the number of items sold by the traveling merchant by 1. So he'll always have 1 extra item there, which will be really cool. And last but not least, I farmed up a bunch of oysters from the desert, and we are going to pop in a pink pearl, and that's going to become a galaxy pearl. And this will increase our luck. Alright, so let's pop some of these. That. There. And there. Ooh, the traveling merchant's satchel is deepened. So, we now have a little bit of increased stats. And there's more to do later with some of the other items, but I don't have access to them right now. But that's pretty cool. There's also the ability to get, oh yeah, that's the other thing I wanted to grab. So we can use one of the bottomless water buckets that I've acquired. I've acquired quite a few of them from the angler. And this will actually transform into, oh, I think I grabbed it too fast. My item pickup range is increased with this. I think this is supposed to convert to a shimmer bucket, yeah? I thought that was supposed to turn into a shimmer bucket. Maybe I'm wrong about that one. Let's see. What does the guide say? It says it's a material. Oh, bottomless shimmer bucket requires luminite bars. So we're actually not going to get that for quite a while. That's unfortunate. Oh well. I'll just put it in my my big boss chest. This is gonna hang onto items that I'm not using for a while. All right, so with that we have, man, the range on this has really gone up. I think the size went up, yeah, 10% size. Look at that, it's crazy. All right, so with that we have gotten pretty much all of the items that I was looking forward to grabbing. Let's take a quick bow here. I just want to show the shimmer arrows off real quick. So you know, normally it would arc down, but you can see it actually curls up the other way. Kind of curls up into the sky, so you can get a real cool like arc from that. The other thing too is that if you have a bow that shoots downward, it still fires down, but I think if we're high enough, I think they might start to fall back up, maybe? No, it doesn't seem like it. Something to test out. See what we can do with that. Anyway, it's pretty good. It's actually nice damage. It's about a little bit less than the Hellfire bow. So still pretty good damage, and it's got that cool arc pattern that's unique to it. So pretty cool. With that, I think we're pretty much good to go. I'm kind of hemming and hawing. I'm debating about trying to find more banners. I've been looking through getting some banners for different things. And mainly I wanted to collect banners like this, the wall creeper, that when we get into the next difficulty stage, they convert into a different enemy type. And the main one I'm looking at is Tim the Enchanter, and he's a really rare spawn in the underground. I literally haven't found a single one, and I've been looking in the cavern layer for him. Just haven't been able to find him. So I think I'm probably going to give up on that, and if I really want that banner, I'm probably just gonna have to make a new world and go farm it over there. But I don't want to delay fighting the Wall of Flesh too much longer here. It's been quite a few hours, few days real time between this episode and the last episode. Actually, even during this episode when I'm just farming things out. So, you know, I'm kind of giving up on that idea there. We're going to we're still going to try to get all the banners eventually and things like that, but it's going to be easier to get banners the later on we go, because I'll be able to kill things faster and etc. etc. So I think with that, I got pretty much everything I wanted to do. The very last thing I want to do in this episode, I have been fishing a ton, constantly. I'm just getting a lot of different items and materials and whatnot. And in doing so, I've collected a lot of chests. Here are some of the different chest types that I've collected. I have 12 Oasis crates, 94 wood crates, 43 iron, 12 gold. Is there any other chests that I am missing here? Let's check the this is my stationary vault bag. I've been opening the ooh, a creeper outfit. Nice, that's new. I've been opening all of the goodie bags to see if I can get more vanity items as well. I have a ton that I've been cycling through. Oh, a raven banner, that's good. Forgot I got that. I think that's part of the Blood Moon event. I'll put that there. Got a guitar. And I got some steak ready to go. So I'm really ready for the boss fight, for the Wall Flesh fight. We can do it as multiple fights, so I can fight him as all the different classes, kind of showcase that a little bit. I'm thinking about making some tutorial videos as well for some new players about all the different bosses and how to fight them in 1.4.4, just to have it available for people. I have all the different stages and progression and all the items I used and things like that. And after fighting several bosses, I think I am at least somewhat qualified to talk about them. I've fought Skeletron multiple times, Bee Queen, a ton, Brain of Thulu was a little tough, but we did it. Eater Worlds we destroyed. Destroyed the eye, destroyed the slime, destroyed Deerclaps, right? So, in the next episode we're going to do that, but let's pop open these crates and see what we get. I'm going to do it near this area so I can auto quick sort. Alright, let's start with the wood crates. Wood crates are going to have things like iron bars, and potions, and things like that. Nothing too fancy. Extractinators. And let's close our bag as well so it actually just dumps out here, so we can see all the different items. Ooh, look at that! We're gonna have tons of accessories as well. So if you didn't get like radars or tiger claws or something, this is a good one to do that for as well. Let's start before we get into selling it. Let's just auto stack as much as we can there. Then we'll sell some of the stuff we don't need. So they have like tsunami in a bottle, for example. Radars, those step stools, extractinators. We're gonna make a lot of money off of these crates. Quick sort until we can't. Go back to here. I'm gonna keep that aglet. Just because I don't have one right now, and it's used in making the boots if I want to make it for another character. I just want to hang on to that. I'm also going to hang on to the climbing claws, I think, is the other one that I wanted to kind of hold on to. Don't go too far here. Alright. Sailfish boots are used in making I believe it's the aquatic boots, which I have. The amphibian boots, and these give you a really good jump height. So, you know, it's the big thing with this one is it increases the jump height, really lets you get going very fast with it. So that's why you might want those. All right, and then I just wanted to see, can we do something with this here? Okay, we can make a shark run balloon with the balloon puffers. I might use that for that. So I'm gonna hang on to that as well. All right, so that was that setup. Let's put these in my void stash for a second, just to get that cleared out. Don't need any of the other potions and things like that. Look how much bait I found. I've been doing all these quests, so I have like 100 master bait in here. It's actually quite insane. Like 50% bait power, 50% bait power. So I'm already fishing at 100%, you know, 100 fishing power before I even start anything. At least I think that's how that works. All right, let's go to the iron crates. We'll step up. There's going to be a lot of accessories in here as well. So things like gravitation potions, iron skin, and there's some weapons in here as well. You can see there's a little machete type thing. So let's do that. Oh, there's a beard and a mini tartar. That's a I think Tobuscus reference from his earlier work. There is a song about it. So we don't need two of those, we just need one. All right, that looks pretty good. Oh, let's sell the boots. I'm gonna hang on to at least one of the tartar sauce and one of the beard here, just to have it. All right, golden crates, a little more rare. Let's see what we get from this. We're gonna get like gold and platinum from here, and some silver maybe. Ooh, a mount. Let's keep going. So this is how you can get the turtle mount, which is pretty cool. I don't need life crystals and things like that. Let's just quick stack what we got, and I'll sell one of the other mounts here, so we can just hang on to one. And this is a turtle mount. Look at that. It's a little slow, but oh, it's kind of fun. Little turtle mount. I'm gonna go put it with my other mounts here. So far I've gotten. I did get the slimy saddle, which is from the king slime, and then I got the honeyed goggles from the bee. We saw that. I got a carrot from the angler. It's one of the quest rewards. This is actually a pretty quick mount, so you can see it actually moves fairly quick. Not too bad. And then I got the tome from the Old One's army, which was kind of that like hover thing that we got. And then lately I've been using the lava shark just because it's been fun. But now we have that as well. Alright. I'll showcase some of the other pets I found as well in a minute. Let's open up the Oasis crates instead. So these are going to give us jungle items. In case you're wondering how to get an ancient chisel, here's one of the ways. You can find it in these chests. You can fish these up in the desert oasis. There's also a scarab fishing rod, some boots. I actually got the sandstorm in a bottle. I didn't think they would drop from here. What the heck? I looked this up and it didn't seem like it was going to drop. Hold on. This is going to be really good. So I don't need these. Don't need two. Don't need another. Well, can this actually increase it even further? I'm going to have to test that out. See if I can get doubled up on this. But I've also been keeping my extra fishing poles in here. The ones I don't need because I have the golden one. Alright, if we got that, let's actually combine this with the balloon in a bottle. This is really surprising. I didn't think we were going to find a sandstorm in a bottle. That's awesome. Alright, so we got cloud in a bottle and blizzard in a bottle. That's bundle of balloons. So the bundle of balloons, 2, 3, 4. Look at that. Quadra jump. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then my rocket boots. I am so mobile right now. This is nuts. It just combines all of them together. That's so cool. All right. Well, there you go. And we can actually combine that even further. I think that there's nothing new here. Snake Charmer Flute, by the way, is pretty cool. I think I showed this in one of the clips. Just makes like a rope that goes up pretty high. And then I've been using this to kind of get to the Sky Island that has the fishing lake in it. It's kind of a fun way to do that. Alright, let's sell the other stuff. Wow, this is a really good haul then. Alright. The Failings make these little lantern things. If you're wondering how I did that, it's just a bottle. You can make a bottle out of glass. You can just make like a little bottle, combine it up, and get these little lantern things. Looks pretty cool. Alright, so that was all that. What else was I gonna do? Oh yeah, I wanted to show you guys some pets. So I've been using this guy the whole time. My beautiful little star. However, in the spirit of Halloween, and because this pet is absolutely adorable, I did find a few more. Just to showcase some of the pets that I've found, I did, from the Traveling Merchant, I was able to purchase a few different ones. These were all, I believe all of these were Traveling Merchant purchases. So the Bamboo Leaf is an adorable little red panda. We can see that there. There's the red panda. He's so cute. There's also the Companion Coop, a Portal reference. This cost a hefty amount of platinum, but all this fishing has made me filthy stinking rich, and I don't really care. I have a beautiful butterfly as well. I think this is 1 platinum from the Traveling Merchants. So those were some of the pets. I've shown like here's the ornate shadow key from Shadow Chests. It's a little shadow mimic. I don't like that one because it actually freaks me out. It makes me think there's an actual mimic attacking me. I fished up a zephyrfish from the ocean. There's that. I have a amber mosquito, which I actually don't remember how I found this, but it's a little T-Rex, and I believe the amber thing is a reference to Jurassic Park. Where am I going? Let's see. So that was those ones. We saw the eye bone with Chester. The dragon and the gato were from the Old One's army, so that's a good one there. Tartar sauce, we saw that. I found this in this one just was in the cavern layer. It is just a caveling gardener. Not sure where this is from, but he was just chilling there in the cavern layer. I just saw this little glow tulip in there and found it. Slice of hell cake came from one of the chests, one of the obsidian chests. It's a little imp guy that follows you around. That's kind of cool. And then I found this, and this is going to be my new pet here. It is the unlucky yarn. And check out how cool this pet looks. It's a cat with a little magic hat, and that's the most adorable thing I've ever seen. So this is going to be my new pet for at least the foreseeable future, because that's such a fun little pet. And I love it. I absolutely love it. Alright, so that's just kind of showcasing a little bit of what I got. There's different mine carts as well that I found. And there's also the pets from the different bosses we've killed as well. Cool. I think that basically covers it. So, as far as prep for everything, I have a set of armor for each of the different play styles. So you can see we have Necro for range, Jungle / Ancient Cobalt. These are both equivalent for magic. They're the exact same. We have a summoning gear with the B set, and we have a melee focus gear with the molten armor set. So this will really ramp up our damage on the Night's Edge. Alright, and with that, the only last thing to do is I believe we can put a lucky horseshoe onto the golden balloons. I just want a bundle of balloons, I mean. And we can see what that's going to look like. Bundle of balloons with a horseshoe. I think that's the last thing we can do with that upgrade, right? And this will just negate all fall damage as well. So we don't have to worry about landing when we go into the air really high. And we can just fall and no damage. Awesome. So with that, I'm going to wrap things up there. In the next episode, we are going to take on the Wall of Flesh. We're going to enter into hard mode, and I'm going to show you guys basically the rundown of how we're going to level up really quick in hard mode to make sure we can handle all the upgraded enemies. Although the Night's Edge is probably going to be pretty key just getting us to the next phase. Alright, with that, I'd like to thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Happy hunting in Terraria, and later.